Welcome to Rebel Watch, an all-Star Wars podcast.
Hey, what are you trying to push on us?
Perhaps you think you're being treated unfairly.
Did they send you here to kill me? There's not much of me left.
Yeah,
You know?
that's great. We don't talk enough about Saul,
No.
do we?
Good character.
I mean, what's left to talk about?
He's the
Right.
most versatile character of all Star Wars.
Did anybody else get that? What's left to talk
What's
about?
left to talk about?
Saul. He's
Yeah,
gone.
he's gone.
Sorry.
That's,
That's,
that's pretty morbid.
that's messed up. I don't know why I mean, he's a great character.
I was trying to honor the guy, and you're
I
like,
know.
what did he even give to the show?
A lot, So, we sometimes forget
Yeah.
that he was in the Clone Wars.
Clone
right?
Wars?
Yeah.
Rebels,
Yeah.
Rogue One.
He was also referenced in, my gosh, Inferno Squad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
The Dreamers and
yeah. Well,
Saul's
and
Partisan, whatever they're.
Rebel Rising.
Yeah.
With Jin. So
Right.
he's everywhere. I mean, yeah, Darth Vader's everywhere too, but Saul Guerrero is not a big character. So
I'm
to
glad you
be-
brought him up.
Right, to be
Yeah.
in that many formats, it's impressive.
When are we doing a whole podcast on him,
It might be a 10-minute podcast, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Well, I mean, Forrest Whitaker's take on him was just
It was great.
kind of great, right?
It was awesome.
Also kind of weird.
Yeah, bring it back. Will he be in the
Episode
Cassian
9.
Andor
Oh,
TV show?
yeah. I guess my timing on episode 9 was all wrong.
That was messed. Yeah. Nope.
No, I would actually.
But could he be, though? I mean, he could be, right? Because this is all going to be.
Cassian's?
I mean,
Yeah,
it's before
I mean,
Cassian.
obviously Cassian's
obviously.
dead too.
Yeah.
Everyone's dead.
It's crazy. messed up.
Everybody.
Yeah. Are they?
Are they?
What does Luke say? No one's ever
One's
really.
ever really gone.
Yeah. We're good. So
But I can't save him.
No, I can't. But yeah,
But I can't.
But I can't save him. All right.
I know,
So
come on,
I'm
Luke.
sorry.
You're
Oh, that's
contradicting
funny.
yourself there.
That's funny. So welcome to Rebel Watch, friends. That there is my good friend Michael Kinneberry.
Some good tea.
Is it good tea?
Do I sound nasally?
You sound better. How you feeling, by the way?
Terrible, but better.
Okay.
Well enough to podcast though,
All right. Good.
and I think I can try to keep my coughs out of the mic if need be.
That's okay. We would like the full force of that, So
I'm sure everyone would in their ear holes.
yeah, sure. You guys know what it's like. But no, Mike was, out of it.
I passed out. I was
Just done. Like
I thought you were gonna be podcasting solo for the rest of your life.
I was hoping not. So.
Yep.
I'm glad that we're here. We're actually down, and if you're watching on YouTube, we are in the studio.
Ooh, we're in the studio.
Yeah, so it looks nice down here. It feels nice,
It's not a
nice and
dungeon.
cool. You know,
It
feels
is
good.
nice and cool. I turned off the old thermostat. The
Good.
furnace is off.
That's
so
good.
if you get cold, too bad.
So what do we go? Is this Echo Base? Are we calling it Echo Base?
This is Echo
too,
Base.
or
Yeah, this is Echo Base. It could get really cold, but we don't turn the furnace on until the podcast is done. So,
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's great. So
That works.
No, so let's see. This past week, we were out sick, and just did a quick channel update there on Patreon. And I think today, my friend, we want to just go over some of the updates. We sort of have we have a special guest today, by the way.
We do have a special guest.
Two technically. Okay.
Technically, there are two
Technically,
guests.
there are two.
Yes.
There are many other Force spirits with us as well today.
Like Saul Guerrero.
They're always here. They're never really gone, right?
Yeah,
So
amen.
we are surrounded by all of those individuals. But we wanted to do some updates. We'll talk about some of the new format that we have coming up here. Where should we start, my friend? What's the best place to?
Do you want to introduce a special guest?
I think, yeah, right. That's probably what we need to do.
Yeah. So you and I have known for a while that we're just not really good at social media.
Which not good is an
Understatement.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
And we found someone that is good.
yeah,
A really good friend of ours,
yeah,
Chewy the dog.
yeah.
Really great at social media. He's a little camera shy right now.
Right.
I don't know if we actually have a shot on him, but a little camera shy, but really good at Instagram.
Yes,
He
does a great job.
and he can really handle a Twitter.
We went out and hired the best guys.
The best.
We spared no expense.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
We used every dollar we have on Patreon.
That's right.
But it's going to be worth it.
It's going to be worth it. All the money is
Big
going
investment.
to Kibbles and Bits for him. No, but seriously, Holly is going to step in and offer a big assist on the podcast and help us get ourselves out there a little more, right? I think that's ultimately the goal.
Yeah. Holly, how are you?
Yeah, how are you?
I'm great as.
I am.
Oh, that's how we're okay. Cool. Yeah, no, that's fine.
I mean, I'm the one who asked. So you know what I mean. This is how it's going to go. I am Team Holly. All right.
I'm Team Holly too. I'm just Team Chewy as well.
Are you? Sounds like we've already got a divide here.
Yeah,
Okay. So
house divided.
no, Holly is wonderful. I am so excited that she is with us, and she is going to be working with us on Rebel Watch. We've got we're going to get to another project that we're incorporating her into when we get to the Patreon update. But boy, have we needed like an overhaul in the social media.
Yeah.
And Holly, today, tell the folks what you taught me today on social media. Just a quick little rundown here.
Well, Ez is learning about Instagram stories and how to handle that.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I've never watched one Instagram story.
Yeah, shut your mouth.
Never.
So
Never clicked on one.
you guys might see some stories that are asking for your input, and we need a little bit of help from you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we listed our first one. Obviously, the go-to is who is the greatest Jedi Knight of all time. Just threw it out there.
Big topic.
So we're getting some responses on that, which is fun. But yeah, I had no idea how to post a story to your Instagram. It's all connected to Facebook now, so it's posting there too. And like when someone responds, you can do this cool thing where you share it. All of you are like, really?
Yeah,
you
we've
guys
done
didn't
that
know
for
that
10
kind of
years.
stuff. We were hiding it.
Yeah.
I mean, we were okay. No, we weren't.
We're hiding a lot.
No, we weren't. wait, I mean, maybe people just thought we weren't willing to do it, but it's also we don't know how to do it. So,
Well, you know that's funny.
where
Here's something else. Like we've been promoting our own Twitter, Instagrams. Go to my personal Instagram. I think there's a total of 12 photos
I know, guys.
ever,
Yeah,
and I think I follow nobody.
yeah.
Maybe a couple people, and that's it. I just don't do it well.
No, you don't.
But
I do it slightly
better.
I would just say more. I wouldn't even say better. I mean, so anyways, we decided, and Holly always gives us these really good ideas, and then it's like, okay, sure. But then it's like we're saying yes, but how do we do? Michael will go over in the corner.
What's Instagram?
What does that mean?
What's Instagram?
So anyway,
Yeah,
so Holly, thank you so much.
it's gonna be big, and Holly's coming to a celebration with us.
Yeah,
I'll be there.
It's gonna be huge.
it's gonna be huge.
Her first time.
Yeah,
Her first time.
It's my first time.
It's her first
Yeah.
time. It's gonna be interesting.
it's gonna be great.
Luckily, she's with a couple of veterans.
Yeah,
And Vogel's first time too. So this is
It is,
It's
yeah.
gonna be like taking a couple younglings
yes.
on a 5-day
Wow. Seriously,
adventure.
we will
Yeah.
be the Jedi, knights with our
Yeah.
Padawans.
Yeah,
I
hope we
mean-
don't lose them.
Wow. That'll be a lot of fun. So, some other cool stuff, that I just keep, pulling. I want more and more from Holly.
Yeah.
She does some cool artwork.
Yes.
We're going to have to, now that she's in charge of social media, she can link her own stuff up in there
She
because
could,
we
yeah.
wouldn't even know, how to do that or whether it was happening or not. So,
Very talented painter.
Yeah.
I've been waiting on a commission for a while, but she said
like
you
you're
actually
asking a lot
you
from
actually
me.
have to pay me.
I mean,
for that.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is we just turned the mics on and we didn't tell her all the stuff that we were going to,
She doesn't even know this
declare.
is a Star Wars podcast.
Yeah, we were going to declare on the podcast that like, here's what's happening, and she's just like, we didn't talk about this, really, but this is what Mike and I do,
It's what the people want.
Yeah,
Okay.
Well, we don't know what the people want, but now
Because
we will.
we haven't been communicating with. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But now we will. So if the people will send us their suggestions,
That's true.
Rebel
Yep.
Watch podcast.
That's a great point.
then we will know.
Rebel Watch podcast. Yeah, lots of good ideas. Lots of hashtags that we should be using.
Yep.
We'll also take any recommendations to update those.
Yeah, I you know what? I think what was the one of the last little snippet videos I posted about the Lord of the Rings joke, right?
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty hilarious.
That was
I cut
funny.
it up and stuff, and
Yeah.
would I have taken credit for the hashtags on that? Yes.
Absolutely, you would have.
But now I need to disclose that, those really ingenious hashtags are Holly's idea.
There's only one return.
There's only one return. That's funny.
That's hilarious.
Funny.
That is really funny.
So I think with our minds together, we can actually make a good podcast.
Knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power, and
Yep.
share it to the people, because that's, podcasting wise, I think we do an okay job. Right? We hold decent conversations.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
It's a tough category to be in, and we just want people.
Mike,
to
if you won't
join
say
us.
it, I'll say it.
No, come on.
Best in the galaxy. Okay.
Think so?
Sorry.
I
So I
agree.
said it.
I agree.
I don't know.
I
Try
agree.
us. Whatever.
Yeah, try us out. If you don't like us, go to Steel.
Right, and then come back when you
Yeah.
agree with us. So
Exactly.
I'm just kidding.
Go to Rogue
We're
Squadron.
teasing.
I don't know.
We're teasing, but seriously, So Holly's going to help us just kind of, because we know we have a lot of folks who listen, but whether it's on YouTube or it's through the podcast on Podbean or whatever other platform you listen to. But we've recently, when we started the Facebook page, it's been great because we got so many folks responding there, coming in, just posting photos, posting thoughts and theories, posing questions to different members in the group.
Yeah.
And that thing just steadily grows, and it's wonderful.
It's a slow burn, and I love it.
I
Yeah.
think that you guys should remind people what you're talking about.
We're talking about Facebook,
How do we find that?
the Facebook group. See, we're already learning
wonderful.
that we don't do a really good job of selling ourselves.
Yeah, we don't. So that's the Facebook group on Rebel Watch Podcasting. By the way, I changed. Holly, you might like this. Oh boy, it will take us 15 years to find it. Here it is.
That's
I
www.
didn't. I was going to change the little @ thing on Facebook to @RW2187, but it didn't save, I guess.
No
So-
internet connection.
There we go. There's proof in the pudding. I literally thought I did it before we started, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I can impress Holly." Nope. That
Well,
did not
what's
happen.
funny? When we created that Facebook page a long time ago,
Yeah.
like the formatting of everything and it was totally different.
Oh gosh.
So now, 2 years later, when we try to go update stuff, I don't know what to do.
I know.
I don't know how to update it. So we'll get there.
Well, yes, we will.
We'll get there.
We will. So part of why we're bringing this up, though, is Holly's going to be a new face, a new voice on the podcast. Someone that we're going to work with quite a bit, and she's just awesome. You guys will love her. It's going to be fantastic. But we would like to go to a slightly different format, my friend. Mike and I are thinking. The last couple episodes, we're getting so much feedback, so many awesome emails and voicemails and comments on the Facebook page that we might go to 2 shows a week.
Yeah. Because it's
Crazy.
a lot. It's a lot that, we want theories, we want comments, we want emails, we want all of that, and we want to share it with the world.
Yeah.
And trying to fit that in normal podcasts is tough.
Yeah, it is. And also to make it, like the different topics that come up in that are hard to title in a podcast. So what we thought we would do is Mondays would be sort of like this main show where Mike and I, we pick a topic, we speculate about episode 9, whatever it may be. It could be a book that we've moved our book reviews.
That's right.
We're going to talk about that in a second. But we'll talk about just the title. We'll talk about Mandalorian, The Mandalorian, any other TV show that comes out. Resistance I still need to catch up on. It's, So anyways, we're going to turn it on here, though, as we go into Celebration, and we want to do that main show on Monday, and then we're hoping to do kind of like a sort of like a Friday follow-up type of thing, where we basically on Thursday, we sit down with Holly, and she's our social media coordinator, and she's going to compile everything, just comments we got, theories, things like that, and we'll respond to those, give you guys some shout-outs on the podcast, and hopefully, if it's a solid theory and folks like it, we'll run with it. We'll see what type of responses we get and see,
Absolutely.
how many black holes we can go down.
Yeah, it's probably going to become our Pondering with Kenobi home.
There
for
it
all
is.
comments, for all emails, for all theories.
Yep.
And we talk about them, and that's all we talk about.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. Voicemails, theories, emails, send them. That's where we're going to house them.
Right. So that should be awesome. So we're looking forward to that. Another quick update here for you guys, and so Mike and I decided, we said by the end of January, we're working on the studio, which Mike has got this down here, set up for us pretty well. And we have some more things we want to add, some studio foam, a couple of different things that we're going to continue to work on down here. But just nice to be here.
Doesn't it feel just...
Feels good.
It's like you're
Yeah.
just I don't know.
It's chill. I mean,
Yeah.
it's really chill. We got the couch. We've got just the nice, comfy chairs. You know,
Yeah.
good solid table. Feels good.
The
you know,
animals.
yeah,
I mean,
it's
yeah.
great. Right. So we've got that going, and we also promised you guys that we would update the Patreon page, and so we did that. And again, great, brilliant idea from our friend Holly.
Come on.
Was it 2 years ago? We were going to Celebration.
Yeah.
And Mike just pulled up this archive recording, this is like the lost audio.
Yes.
Andrew will be thrilled when I tell him that we're going to post this.
He's back.
He's back. Little Andrew, our young Padawan, is back, and it's this footage. It's a footage/audio of us on the way down to Orlando.
Yeah.
And guys, it's funny. It's hilarious. It was a great time, and we have some really cool, just conversations on
Yeah.
the way down.
Absolutely. That's
sharing
going on-
our stories and stuff. So
That's going on the Patreon.
yeah, it's going on. That's where it's going to go. And so Holly was like, guys, that's literally behind the scenes stuff. That's just, let's throw it up there. So we're going to do that and really start to post a lot more there. So if you go check it out, there's we got various tiers there, and we just kind of went through, and we've got Younglings Padawan tier, we've got the Jedi Knight tier, we've got the Council of Elders, Jedi Master, and so on. So pretty cool stuff. We'll have an exclusive podcast there each and every month where you guys can listen, a little extra, a little something from Mike and I. And we also have these small kind of like ponderings that every now and then, just on our own, Mike and I will hop on the microphone here. We might call each other for those. It just depends. Anywhere from like 10 to 15 minutes. Just a quick one-on-one with us. Just talking about what we're thinking, where we're at. What is Mike reading? What comic book is he reading? Where is he at? Where is his headspace? Because it's actually kind of neat when we come and we sit down here. I'll tell Mike what I had just read or what the last movie I had just seen. Mike, one day, it's like I had just finished watching episode 6 and I'm reading Fate of the Jedi. Mike is finishing Rogue One and, was reading the Darth Vader comic. So when we sit down across the table, it's like we're coming from, 2 different, angles there.
Yeah.
Our minds are in different spaces. So
Yep.
we thought it'd be kind of neat to divide that up into Gold Leader, myself, and Red Leader. Just some miniature podcasts there on Patreon.
I actually might just start charging you for my thoughts. You may have to become a $5 tier member, a Padawan, just so we can actually talk about this.
That's fine.
So
Okay.
good.
All right, fine.
I'll
Charge
expect
me.
that payment after the show.
Okay, good. So that'll be a lot of fun. Gonna post that now. A really important something that's gonna sound a little bit different. And you're gonna wonder where we're going with this, but we've always wanted to do. We had a book club going there for a while. We have some really solid friends. We've got our friend David, Thomas, Grace, Holly. We've got a lot of different folks who read the Star Wars books and have wanted to participate. Mike and I are thinking about. We've already started it.
Yeah.
We've got Bright Tree Publishing.
Yes.
Guys, it's going to be a literature podcast.
So good.
So Bright Tree Publishing, an Ewok's Guide to the Galaxy, Life Beyond Our Skies.
I actually like Stories Beyond Our Skies better.
Stories Beyond Our Skies, that's fine.
Something like that.
That's great. I like it too. That's perfect.
so,
Yep,
yeah.
no.
But,
yeah.
Yep, no.
So
I think that's yes.
That's
That's
what- yeah.
keys.
so that'll be kind of neat. We'll pick a book and we'll kind of go through that. And that's something, Holly is our reader, by the way. Holly,
Multiple books.
how
a
many
week.
books can you tear through in 1 week?
Many.
That's what I thought.
Wow.
Many.
Wow.
You guys put a number to that.
That's a
Okay?
lot. That's a
Try
lot
it.
of reading.
Okay.
Any guesses?
I would say
2.
5.
Wow.
5 books a week, maybe 3.
It's a lot of books.
2. We have 2, 3, or 5.
2, 3, or 5.
That's what
gonna say-
you said.
Yeah,
said 2.
I said 5 and 3. So I'm gonna go 3.
2.
I'll get back to you.
Okay, perfect.
She's gonna test her.
Just
Perfect. Perfect.
But no, yeah, we're excited because Holly reads. She's a bookworm, and so she's gonna help us. She's gonna co-host Bright Tree Publishing with us, and that'll be a lot of fun. So if you want more of Holly, which who doesn't, right?
Also, give me some recommendations because I don't know where to start. I'm getting mixed reviews from Michael and Ez,
Yeah.
and I kind of want to know what you guys think.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, hit me up first before you hit Holly up, and we'll run those recommendations. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I don't know. I think I trust the people.
I would if I were you too.
So
I would.
is she starting out on expanded universe like Legends?
See, that's what I was gonna say.
or-
So, I mean, I was sort of hoping it would be a Legends dive.
Yeah.
But because Mike and I often cover the canon books here, but we'll cover them there as well.
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah,
the thing.
yeah.
So, and with canon, it's sort of like you're in the middle of different series, right?
Yeah.
So if you were to start with somebody said Thrawn.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You just have the 2 books there. You're gonna do.
Yeah.
Where do you start? Do you start at the beginning of canon?
Nah, we're on Legends.
That's what I'm thinking, man.
Legends.
So I think it's fun. I think it'll be a lot more fun just to start in Legends, pick a series. Guys, recommend. Hopefully you'll recommend. Well, you guys recommend what you want, but or recommend what Ez wants you to recommend. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Legacy of the Force, Fate of the Jedi, the Thrawn trilogy. We can even go back to Old Republic, run through that. I know we started some of that, and we were close. We were almost to Darth Bane. We had one more to go before we got to Darth Bane.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't mind running back through that with Holly.
Yeah.
And just starting back in the beginning and then running through some of that Old Republic stuff. What's neat is a lot of podcasts go back to the Old Republic stuff in Legends, and that's where they kind of start because it's towards the beginning of the timeline. I kind of like going towards the end and just seeing where all this kind of ends up at and making, connections to episodes 7, 8, 9.
Where the Ewoks are.
Where, oh, jeez.
Don't
even get me started.
I look at this as like a kind of a storytelling, section of the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, the stories beyond our skies, are they true or are they not? I just imagine C-3PO.
Yeah.
Just telling stories to the Ewoks.
Explaining. Yeah.
Explain their legends stories. Are they true?
Right.
Or are they not? I don't know.
It's like we're going back to them to tell them the stories that are out there.
Exactly.
And this is an Ewok's guide to the galaxy.
There will be no dress up.
Are you sure?
Maybe.
Yeah, there we thank you. Yeah.
There
See?
might be. There
See?
might be.
There might be some dress up.
Am I in a wicked,
you definitely
sexy
wanna-
costume?
I mean,
or-
hey, if that happens, by the way, under the Council of Elders, only the Council of Elders will see behind the scenes the dress up that will take place
that's right.
there on Patreon for Bright Tree Publishing. But
That's
it's going
right.
to be, if you're wondering where to find that, we'll put links for it as once we get it started, which I think we're going to start it next month. And it will be a literature podcast, so it's going to fall under that category. So if you're looking for it there, it should be
It's
fun.
exciting stuff.
Yeah, I'm actually super excited. It's one of the it's Mike's idea, Mike's name. I love it. It literally, it was like a gift to me. He was like Ez.
I've been working on it for years.
I mean, guys, he knows that like for 12 years of my life, I watched Caravan of Courage every Saturday.
Yeah.
Friday night was Return of the Jedi, and then it was Caravan of Courage Saturday night.
Yeah.
And so he knows how much this means to me.
You know what we need to do also, like outside of the literature podcast?
Yeah.
We need to show Holly Caravan of Courage and Battle for Endor
Absolutely, we do.
and get her thoughts on it because,
We wanted to go back and do it again, didn't we?
we did. And I feel like I might have some more thoughts on the movies as well, but just, get someone else's perspective.
Oh, I have a perspective, so we can talk about
She
it.
hates the
Sweet.
Ewoks.
That's not true. I've never said that I hate the Ewoks.
What?
No.
Did she? Because I was Team Holly up until this point.
You're
We'll
still
see.
Team Holly.
I'm Team Holly.
We'll
Okay,
see.
good. All right.
We'll
Thank you.
see.
Well, I'm excited about it, and I just got here.
That's right.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Holly, I'm going to pass something over to you here, actually, while we're in the studio. Check this out, friends. Those of you who are watching on YouTube, we've got the droids and Ewoks. What do you call this? An omnibus, right? It's like it's a compilation of the old Marvel comics, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So on the back, you can see all the different. We're going to kind of go through that. This will be sort of. We might do some of this on the actual podcast for Bright Tree Publishing, or we might throw some of it on Patreon. Just kind of depends.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome stuff.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll take a look at that. And I've been collecting some of these Dark Horse comics, just the droids. This series here, I went and got these the other day at Capital City Comics. Can I plug
God bless
them?
them. Yeah.
Man, good guys. Appreciate
Absolutely.
that. So yeah, those you guys on YouTube can check that out, and hop on Instagram, and you'll see a bunch of photos there. We've been posting some of our pickups here recently.
I would just like to point out that the back of this book says, "These are the droids and Ewoks you're looking for."
Let's go.
It's kind of cool though that they've taken, two obscure,
Yeah,
aspects of Star Wars and kind of put
them together. Yeah,
that's great.
That's what I've always kind of liked about it. And so there's also, Holly, the animated TV cartoon show for the Ewoks and for the droids. And I think the Ewoks was a little bit more successful than the droids, which was surprising to some folks, but not to me.
Well, I mean, how much, of a droid? I'm actually kind of wondering, is there just a bunch of beeping and booping in there, or is there actually some...
Biggest role
discourse.
C-3PO has ever had in his life.
Oh,
You know?
he is the star.
We 100% rely on him to Tell us what's going on.
I mean,
Also,
that's
Michael,
fair.
if you picked up the language, you wouldn't have to have the subtitles.
That's true. If I
Right.
were familiar in 6 million different forms of communication,
Yeah.
then I
Droid
wouldn't have to
speak.
get this. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's
There's one of it's either in there. I think it might be in that one. He's a C-3PO holding a blaster.
absolutely he is. That was I think I posted on Instagram.
Man,
That's the first run. Yeah.
That's awesome. It immediately took me to Jar Jar holding a lightsaber.
Yeah.
I was like, okay,
What's going on?
okay.
Yeah, so that will be a lot of fun. So that's
Yeah.
some cool stuff that we will do on Bright Tree Publishing with Holly, and cannot wait for that to start. So
That'd be great.
okay, and quick plug here for a couple friends of ours that I recently
Yeah.
just met through Twitter and have been talking with. We're prepping for Celebration,
Cool.
and we're going to meet these folks there. It's Laura and Alice, Force Toast Pod. Mike and I
Great name.
are collaborating with them
Yeah.
next week.
Excited.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, is there going to be drinking on this podcast, or
That's all it's Force Toast Pod.
okay? 'Cause so I feel like in honor of the collaboration, there needs to be a psychopathy
Right.
or a nice nut brown ale.
should we tell them? Well, you know what we'll do? I think they drink wine, so maybe what we'll do is we'll have the wine. They can have the psychopathy.
We're all drinking from the Force.
Yeah, we'll see how that works out for us.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I like it. Cool. That's exciting.
Yeah, so that's basically a rundown just of a slight little format change here that we have going on, and some fun stuff with the book club and the literature podcast. So,
Yeah.
all right, my friend, what else do we have going on here? I think a couple other things I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh yeah.
Oh.
So we have this. Let's save that. We're going to our Obi-Wan episode, which we'll talk about later. We're going to do a whole standalone Obi-Wan talking about Master and Apprentice as it gets closer.
Mm-hmm.
Should we just dive into the
Can we please?
some of the title stuff?
Yeah, can we?
All right, guys. Here's the thing. Major spoilers ahead here. Potential spoilers.
Yeah.
You guys heard me talk about this on Patreon just a little bit when we did the quick update this week.
Which that was great, by the way.
Very briefly. Well,
That-
thank you.
I was laying in a pool of sweat in my bed. And, I just needed, a perk of some sort. And I saw Ez posted. That was great. That was a fantastic job.
Yeah. Gold leader here, guys.
Killed
okay. Yeah, but we were waiting. Everyone's waiting for the title to drop. And what do you think, my friend? I think it has to drop before they start printing off all the posters and all the merchandise and stuff for.
That's a great point. I mean,
Right.
They want to control it, like you said, and that means you gotta get it out early. Which Star Wars fans are just different, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just not in the Avengers Reddit threads and talking about leaks, and it just doesn't feel like that's really a thing anywhere else,
Mm-hmm.
is it? I mean. Yeah, spoilers and this and that, but are people actively trying to get this information? They're just kind of waiting around, can't wait for that Avengers reveal.
Mm-hmm.
But with Star Wars, it's people are actively out there trying to, just kind of, screw it up for everyone.
Yeah, they are.
I don't know. It's just a different community.
Well, or I wonder if, I was telling Holly this earlier that the title has never been leaked before, has it? With episodes 7 and 8.
No, it's because they always release it so early and they don't put a trailer out with it or anything. It's
Right, so they
Yeah.
released that early. So it's been later than it ever has been.
Yeah.
And we did get a potential what you would call leak, and so this is again major spoiler. Just turn it off if you don't want to hear this. So we don't want to upset anybody. But one of the leaked titles out there is Balance of the Force.
Yeah,
Right.
which is terrible.
You think it's terrible?
I'm sorry.
You think it's
I
terrible? Yeah.
Here's what I told the Facebook group. It makes sense. Okay. Yeah. They've been selling this idea of a balance to the Force the entire time. I get it. It makes sense, but it's so boring.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. The Last Jedi was a better title.
Yeah.
Or it just was. People are hating the Last Jedi title. Wow, it was used in one of the old Legends books. I don't care.
Yeah.
It at least has a little oomph to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What does it mean? Who's the Last Jedi? Is it Rey? Is it Luke? It's the balance of the Force. Okay, so everyone either is going to be happy-go-lucky at the end of this, or it's either Rey and Kylo on the opposite sides again.
Yeah.
But
My question is, and I was reading some articles just from, Star Wars Newsnet, some other folks out there who, are pretty up on this and supposedly have insiders and what have you. We don't have insiders. We just are inside, if that makes sense.
Amen. That's what she said.
So, Anyways, maybe yeah,
Maybe.
yeah, maybe. But no. So I was thinking, that how do they? Oh, just where was I going with that? I have no idea.
That's what she said.
That threw me. Really
I don't know.
threw-
I'm so congested and on cold medication. I can't get a thought.
Gosh,
in.
dang it, Mike! You
I
know
know.
better than to disrupt my
That's my
force
bad.
trance there.
That's my bad.
No, the title rumors. Okay, so
Yeah.
they're talking about Star Wars Newsnet, the different folks out there who seem to know what the happenings are there in Lucasfilm. Like this title, I don't know why. Is it that big of a deal? I guess is my first question.
Yes.
Oh, is it? Okay.
The title?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
I think
Yeah.
it is.
Okay. All
Do
right.
you? No, you disagree.
No, I mean, if okay, hold on. Here's where I was going to go. Is this the last of the Skywalker saga? Because when I go to those sites and I read about the title release and things, I keep hearing this to end the saga. This is the last
Everyone's saying it.
film. So if this is the last film, okay, Balance of the Force because it's the final of the Skywalker saga.
Yeah.
Then maybe I could get that or I could understand that, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's the end. Is it the end? Have they actually said that? Has Disney said that this is the
I think everyone just, for some reason,
because it was originally by George?
yeah,
Go ahead. Yeah.
If there's the whole, I don't know.
George said that it was going to be a nine episode
exactly
thing.
So if you look at it from that perspective, yeah, cool. It could be ending.
Yeah.
If everyone loved The Last Jedi, and there's a ton of anticipation for Episode 9, and let's say it's a great movie,
Yeah.
no one's gonna want it to end.
Yeah.
I just feel like everyone's hate of Disney and their ownership of this product is just like, well, let's just end this, and maybe they'll do something else that's cool.
Yeah.
Like people just seem to be chalking this trilogy up to failure, and I mean,
It's not over.
I don't think it's over. I don't know, but
Not even close.
I don't know. I
I
hope
think it's the one's
not.
going to blow us away more than anything.
I
And
do
I think it's
too.
going to tie everything together and it's going to be masterful.
I do too.
So
I do too.
there it is. But is it the last one though? That's the thing. Are we trying? Because with JJ, what he's good at is keeping the mystery box
Yeah,
closed,
yeah,
keeping something mysterious for us, so that way we can continue the Skywalker story. And I think he will. Don't you? Don't you feel like there's going to be something? Okay, look at Return of the Jedi. Okay,
Yeah.
so yes, we defeated everyone. We're having the victory celebration there on the Force Moon of Endor.
Yep.
But Han and Leia are together. They're in love. This is awesome. We've just won, air quote, but there's still the Imperial remnant. There's all this other stuff that could happen, and they left a lot of that stuff unfinished because for the literature, so they could continue to write.
Yeah.
The story goes on.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What I'm wondering is the Skywalker line over? Is it done?
Oh, so you mean like
Is that what they're going to do and say that was the final installment? Darth Vader's grandchildren came to this end, and here's where his only grandson that we know of, Ben Solo, is destroyed by someone or sacrifices himself to bring true balance to the Force like his grandfather did. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
it makes sense?
So-
but
Like they could do that, but I hope they don't.
it makes the most sense. I find it hard to believe that we are going to give up on the Skywalker story now.
It would be
But-
honestly ridiculous. It would be ridiculous if they did.
It would. But
Ez does not make very many bold statements. Okay, I'm normally pretty like, let's go to the middle of the road here,
Yeah.
but no. If they
at some
end
point though,
that,
they're going to
it's-
have to. There's only so far a family story can go,
You sure?
I think, before people become uninterested.
Yeah. I don't
know?
want them to overdo it. No, that's true. That's true. I don't want that. Yeah, I don't know because you could even leave it open. What they did in Legends, which I thought was very interesting, is they leave Ben and Luke, where they're at there, and next thing you know, when the comics pick up, it's 138 years, later,
Yeah.
and so they're just descendants.
Yeah.
And you learn about you don't learn about the gap a little bit, but not much.
Yeah.
They kind of just leave it alone, and they don't really fill in. They let your mind wander as to how Luke and Ben and how all that kind of finishes out.
Yeah.
They kind of had to because
Yeah.
it was bought out and everything, but I don't know.
I don't know. They kind of I get a little feedback. I don't know where that's coming from. But there's other movies that have just kind of ended their story. Look at Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
Frodo goes out there. I mean, is this television series going to pick up his story?
right.
I mean, so
Here's my thing.
yeah, okay.
Okay, I'm
Can't
sorry.
believe I made another Lord of the Rings
Absolutely.
reference.
Which world am I in? All right.
Which podcast am I currently
I don't
on?
understand. Are we in a galaxy far, far away? Anyways.
Yeah.
But no, think about this, my friend. Okay, the only reason to do 9, to say, all right, we're going to wrap it up in 9 episodes, is they have the legacy characters. They're going to finish it up. If you're going with George Lucas's original model, and this is a story about Anakin Skywalker, there's been next to no Anakin Skywalker Force. We know he's a Force ghost at the end of 6.
Be random.
So like, wouldn't he be talking to his son and still, a part of this story a lot more? I mean, I know that he is through Ben just because he's seeking to finish what his grandfather started. But if that is, and again, George is not really involved. I mean, he's brought on for some counseling things here and there, but yeah, why keep to his 9, episode type of thing if you're not going to incorporate the Darth Vader Anakin Skywalker piece? Maybe they will in 9. I don't know, but
Star Wars Theory brought that up the other day. He's like, this is an Anakin Skywalker story. Not anymore.
it doesn't seem like it. They
Not
didn't. I mean, it
anymore.
didn't seem like that in the Last Jedi.
There maybe
Next
JJ
to-
was leading to something with the reference.
I
of
will
I'll
finish what you started. Yeah.
But since then,
Well, that's the problem. If you
What?
don't have, if you've got different directors and you're given this independence, this sort of each person does their own thing, that made me think that they weren't going to do this arc. And it was like, you pick up where I left off and just keep going. Good luck.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. I know that does worry me a little bit, actually. So I'm glad that JJ's back, doing his thing. But we don't know. There's
Yeah.
all sorts of discussions that go on. Or do we, Mike? I don't know. We've been there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Absolutely.
that's the question to me: is at the end? Is it going to say the Skywalker saga will continue? Will we
That would
see
be
that?
amazing.
Like maybe it's years later or whatever, but they leave us with sort of a Rey and Ben Solo together having a child moving forward. Who knows? Or they're just in love, like Han and Leia were, or something like that. And we don't need to know anymore. You stop all the books. You say the timeline cannot move forward.
Yeah.
Okay. That's sort of what when George was working in a certain era, sort of like that pre-episode 4, you couldn't write about it.
Yeah.
You could go to post-episode 6, which I thought was crazy,
Yeah.
kind of. But I'm glad that they did because I love all the stories. But it's like, yeah, I think they would maybe halt the production. They'd go back. They'd find different ways to do the trilogy, whether it's with Ryan Johnson or the HBO guys or whoever. You've got The Mandalorian, all that good stuff. So lots of other things that you can do.
You know what? Here's the thing.
Yeah.
So let's say George Lucas maintained Lucasfilm.
Yeah.
And he came back and said, I'm going to make a sequel trilogy. He would have had to do the same thing that Disney did and wipe all previous canon.
Absolutely.
You know what? Like, that's what I'm thinking. Like,
Oh, he would have.
so
Absolutely
many
would
people
have.
are pissed off by that. George would not have followed those stories.
No.
How boring would that have been?
Yeah.
Everyone's so pissed. There's some great stories.
They're great,
there.
yeah,
but
they
he would
are.
have had to have done the same thing.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
they took actually quite a bit from the whole story of Luke Skywalker and going to Ahch-To. That is what George was going to do.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So-
they took elements of that. Yeah.
I don't know.
But what I wonder about what George would have done is whether or not he would have somehow incorporated that those guides by the side. Would Luke have been struggling or talking to his father and Yoda and Obi-Wan to get guidance?
Yeah.
And his and it's sort of like Anakin's talking to whether it's Jason or Ben or whoever about turning to the dark side.
Yeah.
And how to handle that and what to do because it's his grandchildren. Because how is it an Anakin Skywalker story? He is alive. It's him growing up and turning to the dark side. Now he's Darth Vader. He turns back in 6, and then it's just his legacy. But then through that, he can influence his grandchildren through the Force.
Yeah.
But you don't really
he hasn't.
see that.
But I mean, so Rey makes a connection and says, Ben can be saved. Like, look at your.
Yeah.
She tells Luke, look at your father.
That's right.
So
Yep.
there's those references there.
There
But
are,
yeah,
yeah.
it's just his influence. It's not him actually. Is that his story then? Really? Like, is it really?
Balance of the Force.
So, like, what are your thoughts?
Are you
Because
then
I don't-
undoing that? So what I'm saying. So if it is if this is episode 9, Balance of the Force, that doesn't really tell us that there will be balance, or we're to discuss balance, or like
Yeah.
will things. You know what I'm saying? What does it say to us?
Yeah.
Balance of the Force. We're going to fight for it. We're going to do away with it.
Is it everyone's on the same side, or is it that there is balance and that there's light and darkness, and they will continue to fight for
Yeah.
all time?
Well, and then did Anakin not truly bring balance to the Force? That's a whole.
Was he really the chosen one?
Again, you look at some of those who George said yes,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
well, did he?
I don't know.
I don't know. So yeah, it's interesting.
What do you think about that title?
Balance of the Force.
Yeah.
It would be very safe,
Bland.
bland. Yeah, it's not. I wouldn't be what I liked more about it was the combination of the font. So the Force Awakens color of the font was blue when they released that.
Yeah.
The Last Jedi came down in red, and the combination of the two being purple.
I thought the Force Awakens was yellow.
Was it yellow? I thought it was blue.
I thought it was yellow.
It might be
I
yellow.
have to have Holly look it up.
Now again, this is what happens when you start reading Reddit theories, okay? Because those folks are
what
just
would yellow and red make orange?
oh boy, oh boy,
But no, it would make
toss
sense.
it out. I
if
mean,
it-
this
if
person
it-
was
if
probably
it-
a Mace Windu fan, so whoever this was, it leaked. And again, we're talking about a leaked
yeah.
Reddit.
Yeah.
There's no.
There was also the Son of Darkness idea.
Yeah,
out
the
there,
Son of
which
Darkness.
I actually don't mind. I know I'm
Yeah.
gonna get ripped to shreds in the Facebook group for that. I don't mind it
Okay.
because there's different ways you can go with that. I call myself Son of Sith,
Yeah,
as I'm Luke Skywalker,
that's right.
because I am the son of Sith.
That's right. Yeah.
So like,
I'm gonna start calling you Son of Darkness.
I will gladly
You know?
accept that because it doesn't necessarily mean that you like are the son of all darkness. It's like, I don't know, he comes from darkness.
Yeah.
For the
no?
record,
Yeah.
The Force Awakens was yellow. So that theory goes out the door.
Doggone it.
When the title dropped, right?
It was yellow.
Yeah.
When it dropped.
The scrolling yellow opening crawl of Star Wars, The Force Awakens.
Wow.
Wait, so but we're talking about the title.
Wait, what are you
The
talking
actual logo. When that
Oh, so hold on, let me.
when that first dropped, like when it
see.
first came out, the Force Awakens title reveal.
Force Awakens
That's what we need, right?
title reveal. What do we got here?
But I think it was yellow.
It probably was. I mean, why would it be? I think it was yellow and
It
white.
was definitely yellow.
Yellow and white.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who said it was blue?
All right, get him out of here.
By the way, I literally just searched that like title review, and sure enough, there's the purple with the balance of the Holly. Search it. Star Wars Force Awakens title reveal, and if you look in the images, there it is. Somebody's already got it.
God bless him.
Ready to go. Man, I don't know. So Holly, I'm going to come to you in a second here. I want to know your thoughts on that title, and also, what would you call it? Episode 9. So Mike,
Yeah.
do you have any other options for episode 9? What should we call it, my friend? I know I put you on the spot, but figured you could handle it.
End of a legacy of the Force. I mean,
Legacy of the Force is not bad, although it's been used, quite a bit. But
yeah, but I mean, I don't know.
well, yeah, because you have the Force Awakens, the Last Jedi. I feel like you might have to maybe, because I'm looking behind you at these awesome posters, which is great to be looking at here in the studio.
Yep.
You've got Star Wars: A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, and then Return of the Jedi. So I was reading an article where someone was talking about those titles. Very much straightforward. Just tell you what happens, and the Empire does actually strike back.
There's a pattern.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, right. And so, Return of the Jedi do come back. The Force Awakens,
Yeah.
it does, awaken. Now,
Star Wars Episode 9 Endgame.
right? Oh, Jiminy Christmas! Good grief!
I don't know. I think that's kind of funny.
I mean, I have no idea what it's going to be. I have no idea.
There's a pinball game called Balance of the Force,
Oh, great.
so we're definitely not using that.
Holly, you got any thoughts though on which just the Balance of the Force, that potential title, release?
I don't, but listening to you guys talk, where you were talking about how I don't know, maybe there would be some sort of redemption for
Oh.
Kylo Ren or him and Rey,
Yep.
and how maybe that is where that title comes from. I don't know. I don't like that personally.
You don't like Rey and Ben getting together?
I do not like that. I
Good.
think that Ben just needs to be a bad character because that is him.
Come on.
And I don't think that people can always have a redemption.
Come on. Yeah, why are we always trying to redeem everybody?
Here's the thing.
Some
Dan.
people are just bad people, and he is one of them.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
What are you trying to say about me?
Well,
It's not personal.
I'll say it.
All right. I'll say. Yeah. I feel like we're gonna have a Team Holly meter going up and down here. So, the Raylo fans literally we just lost a lot of points for Holly, and
Lots of people unsubscribing as we speak.
Gosh,
Sorry, guys.
dang
I
it.
had to say it. You asked.
No,
Yes,
it's
this is true.
That's good. When you look at, let's look at Marvel movies. What villains are being redeemed in any other, big blockbuster movies with villains? How many villains are being redeemed? Let's just let him be a villain. It's because he's a Skywalker. I get it, but how cool and different would it be if he was just the villain? That's awesome.
Yeah. Do you know why it's so hard for anyone to speculate about the title? Because you have no idea what the movie's about.
No idea. And that's
Right, I mean-
a credit and also a disservice to The
Yeah.
Last Jedi.
Yeah. But, wow.
I had to say it.
Wow.
I know.
Just got that.
I don't know.
I think it's a credit too.
The more we talk about it, it's a credit, yes. But
But I understand what you're saying. I mean, I don't know that after The Empire Strikes Back, I mean, maybe you could have said The Return of Luke's out, Revenge of the Jedi was what they were going to go with,
Yeah,
right? Which is
yeah.
crazy.
yeah, maybe
You
they
know?
should do it on this one.
Could you imagine Revenge of the Jedi?
Jedi.
Wow. The Last Jedi and then Revenge of the Jedi. No, Revenge of
No.
the Sith, maybe. Revenge of the Sith
2.0.
Oh yeah, that's right. They already used that title. Slam. Sorry, Mike's sitting over there like remix. Mike's like, that's a great one. maybe
that they used it.
did you? So good they used it. Oh my gosh! As over here thinking that he's coming up with all these original, I don't know, man. The Empire Strikes Back. Sounds like
I
a
found
great
that
title.
you can't make me laugh on this episode because of the congestion. I'm gonna be.
I'm sorry, dude.
That's okay.
I'm trying to help you out.
That's funny.
All right, hey, so we do want to know what you guys think about, the just about that title, just your different thoughts. If you have any suggestions, let us know as soon as it drops. I'm guessing, Mike, do you think it'll be in February? I mean, because we just have March, and then we've got.
There's 2 months before Celebration
Do you think they're just going to hold off and wait?
They're absolutely going to hold off and wait.
for the title.
Yeah, just the anticipation. They love that.
Yeah,
Keep
but
you
there
guessing.
there was a lot of Last Jedi stuff around at Celebration, wasn't there?
What do you mean?
Just
The post where they had the posters that came out during the episode 9 panel, right? Or episode 8.
yeah, but
8
we already
panel.
knew the title then.
Yeah, we did. Oh yeah, for sure. We knew the Force Awakens as well too.
Well, no, there
before.
was no merchandising. There was nothing of that nature because remember all that red, red was the theme
Yeah,
with the logo at first.
yeah.
Not sure
Yeah.
what feedback we're getting,
It's okay.
but then the poster came out, and then they really ramped it up with the red. So I don't recall seeing that much Last Jedi stuff at Celebration. Do you? Other than the panel?
I guess not.
Because it was the 40th anniversary. It was like that was kind of the theme.
That's true. Maybe that was affecting some of it. I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe that's why I don't know. Yeah, I feel like on the toys though, right? Aren't you going to get something on the toys? Like you have to start manufacturing that sort of stuff, and you've got to get the cardboard ready to go. And is that going to leak somehow? That's what I was thinking. Is that
Maybe.
would you have any of that stuff ready, maybe for purchase at Celebration that you would need to have already produced and stuff? And
I'm trying to think of when that.
but I don't think there was. You might be right. I don't think that there
I
was.
think that stuff came out after
It comes
Celebration.
after. Well, it might even come out after the movie too. Or did they make? I don't
Well,
know.
no, because remember we were getting those images of Rey with her lightsaber and Finn on the boxes of all the
That's
toys and
right.
stuff, and I was like, "What does it mean?"
That's right. That's right.
So
yeah,
but it was after Celebration.
she had that
stuff
Qui
started
Gon
happening.
hairstyle,
Exactly.
which you talk about throwing us for a loop. I mean, we've got
Ooh.
her a tie to Qui Gon, a tie to
Yeah.
Kenobi,
Yeah.
a Skywalker, a Solo,
Yeah.
Snoke, Palpatine. Keep going, Boba Fett. Sure, why not? So, anyways, I don't know. One more quick thought though,
Yeah.
just before we sign off here, and well, I wanted to talk to you about the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And
Have you heard what they're talking about?
what? What? No.
It's the sense and the feel is like the original trilogy.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah, they said it feels like the original trilogy.
Shut up.
Yeah, which is great.
That's
and not
amazing.
to mention, you're bringing all these IG-88. What's the red droid? Oh God,
The red droid.
yeah.
R5?
No, not R5.
The bad motivator?
Wait, was it? I don't know. I can't remember what it's. He's also going to be in it as well. Pretty sure Jon Favreau's teasing all these images of droids. You gotta look it up.
R5D4? Is he going to be in it?
No, let me. Yeah,
It might be. Let's look at Star Wars. Let's look here.
go
and
to
see if we can
Favreau's.
find-
Go to Favreau, and go to his stuff because
Is it on Instagram? Is that where he's put? Where's
yeah,
he,
that's where
where's
he's posting it. Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I'll go take a look here real quick. No, but what I was, did you see the Instagram post? Remember I was talking about this on the update.
Yeah.
Just that he had kind of, he had passed out that coin. That
To the kid.
to the kid in the airport or whatever, and I don't know. The more I hear about John, I really like him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He sounds like a good dude.
And he seems like he really wants to. This is make or break for Disney and their streaming service, right?
Yeah.
So it's gotta really land.
Figuring out how to work this iPad here.
Wow. Yeah. No way. That's R5.
Yeah. Somehow he's making it back in.
Did he fix his motivator?
I don't know. There it is.
Holy smokes!
Guess his bad motivator got fixed.
The first comment on here is guess his bad motivator got fixed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cool, huh? So that's the feel. I mean, and you got IG.
There are. Oh my gosh.
So I mean, he's bringing them back,
Oh my gosh.
and I think it's gonna be huge, man. It's gonna be huge.
Yeah. Let's see. Have you read some of the theories on R5? By the way,
Oh God.
have you ever read any of the
Like
theories?
recent ones, or like just
Some of the old theory, like once R5 kind of became a big deal. By the way, I was just at the Disney store. Check the Instagram. I think I posted a
You got
picture.
it.
I got
Yeah,
the
you got one.
diecast.
Yeah, that's awesome.
R5, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of different. I'm pretty sure R5 might have blew that motivator on purpose.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of
Oh,
a lot of
absolutely.
people believe that there's more to that whole scene than meets the eye.
Or do you think
A lot of droid speak going on that we didn't know about. Okay.
Do you think maybe R2 set it up?
Well, they're actually maybe it's that they're in communication and that that R5 is actually possibly a rebel spy, like
Yeah.
a big time rebel spy.
That'd be
new, I don't know.
Shoot,
He's a real hero. Like he knows R2 has what he has, and
it's possible.
he continues to be, in the Sandcrawler. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
life of
Yeah,
he gives up what could have been this awesome
he's still on task
to save. Well, there's more story to him actually. I'll have to look up some of that. So it's actually really neat, really interesting. So cool. I did not know he was going to bring him into this. That's amazing.
I mean, I don't know why else he would That's a legit.
If they find a
droid.
creative way
Yeah.
to bring him in and maybe fix him up a little bit, maybe he has a story to tell.
Yeah, I mean, Uptown. Why not?
That's awesome. That is wonderful. So I'm looking at his Instagram now, and he's George Lucas showed up there. It looks like a cantina of some kind. Kind of talking some behind the scenes stuff, and you've
That
got
looks sick.
some of the weapons there. He's got good grief. What is this? Oh my gosh! He's just guys. You have to go check out his Instagram. There's so many good little updates here on the Mandalorian. But what I was getting to is that going to start before Episode 9? Does that come out? When does that come out? When is the Mandalorian?
This fall.
You're kidding me.
No,
You're messing with me, right?
right? It has to be this fall, man.
I keep hearing that, and I just don't believe it.
Also, you know what?
What?
This is actually pretty smart. But did you see that?
Yes.
Is that not Boba Fett's rifle from the holiday special?
Yeah.
Doesn't that kind of look like that?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Is that what folks are saying about it?
I think so.
Because I just saw that.
Yeah,
I didn't know what. Yeah. That would be awesome.
Huh. I'm excited. I didn't think I'd be that excited for the show, but just because you and I maybe aren't the biggest Mandalorian fans, but man, if we're gonna get
Well, if it's going to feel like
all
the
this other
originals
stuff,
and it's,
yeah.
then that will bring in a whole nother You know,
Absolutely.
that would be fantastic. So
Yeah.
anyways, yeah, I'll have to get back to you guys on that. If it comes out, why would it come out before episode 9 though? Is that just because Disney's releasing their streaming service? Then is that the plan?
Well, that's.
To kind of promote that.
I'm pretty sure it is, man.
You might be right.
Fall 2019.
Because that's what I heard, that they're going to save. That we're going to get a sneak peek on the first day of Celebration. I think it's that Thursday when they sort of launch their at Celebration. They're going to launch. Disney's going to launch its streaming service. A big promotion for it, and there's going to be a teaser Mandalorian clip.
Yeah.
That's gonna go
there
along with it.
has to be.
But yeah, because he's filming. Yeah, so you're right. Actually, I think it is this fall.
Yeah, they said it's expected late 2019.
It's unreal.
Isn't
That's
that
unreal.
crazy?
Actually, I kind of forget. It sneaks up on you. So, anyways,
Yeah, it's going to be great. I'm excited. Yeah, and we're definitely going to get some sort of trailer or something at Celebration for sure. And I'm assuming when they release this that it's going to be a slow release. Like, I think that'd be kind of stupid, right? To release all 10 or 12 episodes.
oh, they're not going to
at
binge.
once.
You know, they're not going to do
Yeah.
that, right?
I hope not. That'd be
I don't
terrible.
think so. I don't think so.
That'd be terrible.
No, maybe I don't know. That's a great question, though.
That'd be bad.
Do they drop all 10 episodes, or are they going to do them, over 10 weeks? Because if they do, then that would lead in. That would overlap. You could take a break.
They will. They'll take a break.
Yeah,
I'm
take a
sure,
break
yeah.
for, maybe do 5 episodes leading into.
Because that's what they did with Rebels.
Yeah.
Remember that when it went on
Yes.
that break, and then Last Jedi came out,
Right.
and then it came back out,
And then
yeah.
it came back out.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's doable. Yeah.
Absolutely. For this lull we're having in Star Wars right now, it's sure
what
going to
lull?
pick up.
Yeah.
It's sure going to pick up.
Yeah. So. All right. Well, friends. I mean, I think Holly. Any more thoughts there on any of the Mandalorian stuff, or are you excited? Are you
She
interested?
seems really enthused, and so does Chewie.
Chewie's really feeling it.
As Chewie's official spokesperson, I think that he's
Just put
really
put
excited.
the mic up to him. See, is he snoring?
Is he gonna?
No, get
He
the mic
doesn't.
in there.
He doesn't snore.
Get the mic in there. See if he does.
I don't think
He's-
he does.
Put it.
He's gonna end up.
Nothing.
Nothing.
He
Wow,
sighed.
He's silent. He sighed.
He sighed.
Wow.
He did.
Chewie's stealthy.
He's excited. He's excited.
He's excited. He's fired up. Oh my gosh, it's so great.
Yeah, a little random episode, but that's okay, right?
Oh yeah, we knew this was going to be a little bit just getting back into it. We're actually, once we hop off here, we're going to record ahead of time, get our next big topic.
Well, let's hope that I'm thinking. 'Cause I don't know if I have a ton to say because I'm so
What, are you
congested.
kidding me?
It's like I don't even know I'm here right now.
We're going to talk about the Age of the Republic comics that are coming out. We've got Obi-Wan,
I know,
Qui-Gon
but I'm
Jinn.
like, what?
What is happening
Am
right
I
now?
even talking? I don't
No,
know.
I mean,
I'm on meds. I feel congested. Like, who knows?
you
man?
guys let us know if you can hear Mike talking.
Is this even airing? I don't know.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. All right, friends. Hey, make sure you check out. Wow, Holly. So, what all do I need to plug here? Facebook.
Okay. Yeah. So we need to plug the Facebook.
Yep,
Okay,
yep,
so
Really,
that-
you can tell us any of your thoughts about anything that happened today
Yeah.
on Facebook,
Yeah.
Instagram, Twitter, Rebel Watch Podcast. Let us know. I personally
Yeah.
will receive your messages and ensure that they are responded
That's
to.
good. No,
Hey,
that's
that's
good.
what I'm talking
Is
about.
there a place where people can leave bad comments?
No.
that won't be seen.
Thank you
by the public.
Thank you, Holly.
There are
There
no
are
bad
no
comments.
bad comments.
We listen
Only
to the people.
constructive comments. Right?
Wow.
It's a great.
See, a
point.
big mistake we made is we said to leave those bad reviews on YouTube. And those
And we
positive-
abandoned it on
yeah, we're
YouTube.
out. Holly is guiding us. There is no such thing as
That's right.
You know,
From a
all are
certain
welcome.
Point of view. That's
So.
right.
All right, yeah. So definitely check all that goodness out and get ready for Bright Tree Publishing with Holly, Mike, and myself. It's going to be a great time. A little round table where we talk about books. We'll bring on a guest, and it should be a lot of fun. So, all right, folks. Thanks again for listening, and as always, may the Force be with you.